Hola, me again. All right, we're now on functions. I'm going to go pretty fast on this as well. So if you need to stop it, replay it, let me know. All right, question one. Y equals mx plus b. Man, we've been working on this a lot, okay? You need to remember that x and y are just simply points, okay? It's your x for a point and your y on a point, okay? But m and b do have definitions connecting to them. Your m is always next to your x, m times x, and that will be our slope, okay? And if you remember, your slope, y'all, is rise over run in fraction form, okay? Your top number is how much you're going to go up or down. The bottom number is how much you're going to go left or right. Remember, we always run right unless you're doing the opposite, okay? B in your y equals mx plus b is your y-intercept, the starting point, the first point you put on your y-axis. So if it's a plus 5, you're going to go up 5 from the origin. If it's a negative 2, you're going to go down 2 from the origin on the y-axis, okay? We've been working on this a lot. At this point, we really need to know this. mx plus b. M is always next to x, and m is your slope. All right, let's go to the next one. 2, a swimming pool has 30 gallons of water in it. Okay, so think about y-intercept. That's our starting point. It's already at 30 gallons of water. Water is added to the pool at a rate of 5 gallons per second. Okay, at a rate of 5 gallons per second. So because we know our pool is starting at 30, we know that it has to be B, C, and that's it, right? It can't be A and it can't be D because those aren't a plus or minus 30. So we can cross that out. Now we're looking at B and C. And because we know that we're raising at 5 gallons per second, your slope means that you're going up 5 and over 1 every second. So I'm hoping you're seeing that that has to be B. You also know that you can cross out C, everyone, because C has a 6, and not once does it mention the number 6 in our problem, so there's no way that we can have C as an answer, right? You could also do a process elimination and automatically get rid of D as well because it also has a 6, right? So if you're lost or forget where your y-intercept and slope are, just remember, well, if there's a number that we aren't even talking about, eliminate those 2 problems, and now you had a 50% chance of getting it right. Let's scroll down. 3, which of the following relations represents a function? Okay, so let's look at A first, right? If x and y are completely on their own, there's no exponents, it is a function. All right, don't forget that. B, we know it's a function when your x's, where you only need to look at your x's, do not repeat. If they repeat, it is not a function. So -1 and -1 repeats, so B is not a function. C, we can do that vertical line test. Okay, so if you have a straight line, let me get a little straight line here, and you cross your coordinate grid, okay, and you're crossing it, and you only hit one point or one part of the line at a time, you have a function, and this one does pass that vertical line test, as you see, so C is a function. D, again, we just need to look at our x's, and your x's are always on the left, so this is your x, these are your y's, sorry, that was a horrible x, and you can see that we have 2 arrows coming out of 1, so this is not a function. All right, let's keep going down. Ooh, graphing functions, okay, we have to remember how to do this. So first, let's identify our slope and our y-intercept. This is our plus or minus b, so like you have y equals mx plus b, so this is your y-intercept. So we're going to start at +1 on the y-axis. Right there's our starting point because it's a +1. We're going up 1, putting our first point. Then our slope is -4, because that's our m, -4. And if it's not already in fraction form, y'all, it's automatically over 1. So from our starting point, from our y-intercept, which is 1, rise over run, we're going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, because our bottom numbers are run, how much we're going to run to the right. Okay, and that's your line. You got it right there. I might run out of time, but let's quickly look at this one. I'm going to run out of time, so watch the next video for 5 and 6.